Perfect. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Brian Levinson. I'm a program manager here within Microsoft's Cloud and AI division. Specifically, I work within the Cloud Commercial Communities team focused on Microsoft's Cloud Marketplace. I'll share a little bit of background about what is this Cloud Marketplace? How do we think about it? What is our vision? How is it evolving over the past couple of months and into the future? Um, Dive a bit into the roadmap, and then save plenty of time to answer questions, and we'll continue the conversation in the Microsoft partner community for the weeks and months to come. So if you hear the recording or have questions after we're done with the live call, you can always find us in the Microsoft partner community, and we look forward to continuing the discussion there. With that, I want to just kind of jump in and share a little bit of background and vision for what we think of as our cloud marketplace. And when I personally think about a marketplace, I often visualize a web store, somewhere that I go and I can browse a catalog, find solutions, products, go through a checkout process, and in the end, own that solution. And that's absolutely true for Microsoft's cloud marketplace, but we also have a much broader vision for how we intend and currently even use this marketplace. As a customer, maybe I'm an IT manager or I work within marketing or finance at an enterprise organization or a small business, and I have a business problem. I need a solution to help me optimize the processes, the way that I do business, and I'm looking for technology to help me achieve my goals. Usually, I'll go to the web and I'll do a search. Maybe I go to Google or Bing. Maybe I reach out to friends, colleagues. I go through my professional network and reach out to a mentor or someone whom I trust. But ultimately, through my search, through my network, I'll find a solution. I want to be able to evaluate, compare, see the different options that are available to me. I want to know that this is a complete and holistic catalog representing the best of the best from providers globally, across industries, across specializations. And I, as IT manager or finance individual, maybe I work in manufacturing or retail and I'm looking for a point of sale solution or an operational product, I'm able to find that through where I'm working, where I'm looking. I can use flexible payment instruments to procure that solution. Now, maybe I'm someone else. Maybe I'm responsible for procurement, but I'm at a really big enterprise and I've hired a partner, a Microsoft partner, a partner of my company, a trusted advisor, a technology advisor. In Microsoft's language, this is a cloud solution provider, someone who resells Microsoft products and does so with services wrapped around it to help ensure the success of the customer. Or maybe that trusted advisor is Microsoft directly, Microsoft sales teams who are globally distributed with deep relationships across the world. And I, as an employee of this big enterprise or government, I'm working with my trusted advisor, someone who can help me implement a big project, provide support and management services, and I want them to be able to bring me the best solution for the problems that they understand for my business, for my agency. This is the reality of where we are today and what we're optimizing for moving forward. When we refer to Microsoft's Cloud Marketplace, we think of this as being a catalog and a merchandising platform for software and services providers around the world who build on top of or build for Microsoft's cloud solutions, whether that's Azure for infrastructure and platform, Dynamics 365 or Microsoft 365 or our Power Platform, We know that Microsoft's partners make our products better. You build on top of our cloud, you bring it to life for our shared customers. And we want to be able to turn our sales channels, our go-to-market motions, into those that work for you as well. We're striving so that Microsoft sales teams sell your products. We want Microsoft resellers to sell your products. And we want our web stores, Azure Marketplace and AppSource, to sell your products. We want customers to know that wherever they are, however they want to engage with cloud technology, whether it's through a web store for self-service or through a trusted advisor like a cloud solution provider or a Microsoft sales team, they have access to the best of the best, and those are your products. You are the ISVs, the SIs, the MSPs, software vendors, systems integrators, managed service providers. You are the cloud solution providers who bring together software and services. And we are working to build up this platform, this infrastructure, this commerce layer that makes this all possible. So I've shared kind of this background vision. This is where we are going. And frankly, we're actually quite close. We have all of the pieces in place, and they've been coming together over the past weeks and months, and you'll continue to see improvements moving into the future. And that's what I want to drill into over the next 20 or so minutes. The first thing that I want to explain is the difference between AppSource and Azure Marketplace. Both of these are web stores. AppSource is both a public website as well as an authenticated experience. In this screenshot, you can see that I'm authenticated as Brian Levinson in the top right corner. AppSource is the store for industry and business solutions. Here you find finished solutions designed for all varieties of industries and business functions. These tend to be software as a service or consulting services that are really designed for a less IT and developer audience, and that's where Azure Marketplace stands out. Azure Marketplace, also a web store, publicly available as well as an authenticated experience, is really designed for the IT and developer audience. This is where you find VM images, container images, Azure applications that you deploy into your Azure subscription. Azure Marketplace, again, for IT and developer solutions, AppSource for business and industry solutions, both pull from the same catalog. And I'll explain a little bit more about the publisher experience, but ultimately, our objective is to provide a pleasant, simple, intuitive publishing experience where you create an offer, manage it, decide the licensing and monetization model, see your sales, choose the sales channels, and based on the audience that you select and based on the criteria and characteristics of your solution, Microsoft makes sure that it shows up in the right place at the right time for the right customers. Azure Marketplace or AppSource. Azure Marketplace also shows up within the Azure product. If you go to portal.azure.com, the Azure Management Portal, the in-product experience for Azure, if you click the plus button for Create a Resource, you are now actually in the Azure Marketplace. There's also a full-blown Azure Marketplace experience within the Azure Management Portal as well. And this ties in directly to your Azure subscription. A customer can create resources and choose from all variety of IT and developer solutions, services, and products. This is what it looks like today. On the roadmap, we do have some improvements coming to the Azure portal experience to make it more and more consistent with the web store experience in public, so that you'll see more and more information here right on that home tab. As a cloud solution provider, a CSP, you or a CSP has access to Partner Center. This is where a CSP will find all of the different offerings that have been opted into the reseller program by the publisher, whether it's software as a service web apps, Azure applications that deploy directly into the subscription, VM images, etc. CSP partners can now resell ISV solutions from our marketplace. I'll share just a little bit of these are my architecture diagrams of where we've been, where we are, and where we're heading from kind of the end-to-end flow from publishing through go-to-market motion or sales channel. And the very first on the far left is the Cloud Partner Portal. This is where, as a publisher, you create and manage your offerings today. Cloud Partner Portal is where you can choose what type of solution you're developing and want to go to market with. When you publish it, it went into the marketplace catalog. And from there, it was either exposed in Azure Marketplace and the Azure portal or AppSource. In March, we made a significant upgrade and transition with our back-end commerce system. This is fundamental to what we're seeking to achieve when we look at bringing parity between Microsoft's products and products published by our partners into our catalog. And that's where we made this major upgrade of the commerce layer and brought everything together in a single universal catalog. As we think back over the last 40 or so years of Microsoft's history, we have had a tremendous number of licensing programs. Each one had a unique catalog and commerce layer. EA, CSP, MPSA, MOSP, the list goes on. And each one of those was slightly different. With this new universal catalog and consistent commerce layer across, we have a single location where Microsoft products and our partners' products sit side by side, skewed in the same catalog. From there, based on the characteristics of the solution and based on how the publisher has configured it, it can appear in Azure Marketplace and Azure Portal or AppSource, again, based on audience. And if it's been opted in to the Cloud Solution Provider program, it would then show up in Partner Center and for customers who have purchased through CSP. In the coming months, we're taking it to the next step. The publishing experience, which today sits in Cloud Partner Portal, is moving into Partner Center. Partner Center is today primarily a tool used by cloud solution providers, as well as a few other programs, and it's becoming and expanding into the hub of the partner experience to manage your partnership with Microsoft. Partner Center is where a new partner will sign up for a partner network ID. It's where you'll manage your account and your profile, your payout and your billing information. It's where you'll see and manage all of your benefits, your incentives. As a publisher to the marketplace, it's where you'll create new offers, manage your existing offers, gain insights into the sales of those that you have in market. Partner Center is expanding and maturing into really that hub and center of the partner experience. And it's from here that you'll create offerings that go into this universal catalog and then move on into either that self-service customer experience through our web stores, the reseller program of Cloud Solution Provider, or Microsoft's sales systems, which are used by our sales teams to generate quotes and proposals for customers with whom we work directly. We're quickly approaching this kind of nirvana state. Over the next few months, you'll see and hear more and more about this. We plan to talk a lot about it, or a little bit at Build in May, a lot about it at Inspire in July, and then more as well to our shared customers at Ignite in November. Those are kind of the three big milestone first-party events that Microsoft hosts: Build for developers in May, Inspire for partners in July, and Ignite for customers in November. I want to drill into a little bit more of what are the different publishing options and types that we have in the marketplace today. And again, when I say marketplace, this is agnostic of those go-to-market channels, those sales channels of web store, partner, and Microsoft Direct. And regardless of those, when you create an offering, you have the choice of creating a listing This is a description of your product. The call to action for the customer is contact me. It generates a lead and sends it to your system. You can then follow up with that customer, engage with them directly, and hopefully close the deal, make a sale outside of Microsoft systems. The second option is a trial offering. This is effectively a free option for the customer where they can evaluate, test, experience your solution without having to pay. We have test drives, which is a guided experience. There are trials where they self-serve and go through the experience themselves. And then the final option is a transactable offering. This solution is one where the customer can go from discovery and evaluation all the way through procurement, deployment, and fulfillment. With the transactable offering, the solution is purchased through Microsoft's commerce system, and we take care of all of the e-commerce layer on your behalf. There are also a bunch of different deployment methodologies for solutions that can be in Microsoft's cloud marketplace. There are virtual machines, VM images, container images, Azure applications. These are solution templates that automatically deploy the application as you've configured it, but in the customer subscription. Managed applications, again, a solution template, but where you as the publisher have access to the infrastructure to manage it on behalf of the customer. We have SaaS applications, kind of your traditional web app. And for each of these, there are different monetization models. Free, trial, test drive, bring your own license, meaning the license is purchased outside of Microsoft's systems. Maybe it's a license that the customer already owns for using in their data centers on premises, and then pay-as-you-go subscription. For consumption-based items like a VM, a virtual machine, it is based on the consumption of that item. For subscription-based options, there's monthly and annual per site, and in May we are introducing the ability to publish SaaS applications that license and bill on a per user basis. And across all of these, we have the capability to publish a private offer. A private offer is one where you create the offer and maybe tweak terms and conditions or pricing, whatever it is about the offer that you want to make unique. And then based on the subscription that you enter, it becomes available to only the customer that you target or offer it to. I'll take a moment and talk through the roadmap here. We have a whole bunch of innovation coming in the coming weeks and months. We're doing more and more with containers over the next few months. We have a lot of investment and effort going into introducing the ability to publish, monetize, and license software as a service solutions on a seat-based model. Seat-based being per user, a little bit like Office 365 or Dynamics 365. Shortly after that, we will be introducing the ability to define metered billing. We refer to this as custom meters. This is where, as a publisher, you can say, I'm defining the unit as number of, let's say, emails. I charge X amount, X dollars or X price per number of emails or units. And then you tell Microsoft how many units the customer has consumed, and we bill accordingly. In the July timeframe, we'll be introducing a managed services offering type, one where you can publish your managed services and simplify the fulfillment process to have access to the customer's environment directly. We're improving the ability for software publishers and resellers to partner together, and we're bringing together the Microsoft Marketplace with our field-led, the Microsoft sales team systems. We're also introducing in the coming weeks, later in May, the ability to, as a customer, go through the purchase process within AppSource, that business and industry solution store, web store. So as we think about introducing the ability to publish per seat SaaS, that tends to align very nicely with business solutions, which would then appear in AppSource and be purchasable by end customers all in the May timeframe to make it the seamless, pleasant experience for publishers and customers. We're also working on the ability for customers, maybe central IT, to manage the marketplace that's available to their users. Based on policies or whitelisting, an admin can configure the marketplace to make available specific offerings based on the criteria that they define as being effectively pre-approved. We're also putting a lot of effort, energy, and investment into improving offer discoverability across the web stores. We're improving reviews and ratings, the search criteria and search results. And then very specifically, we're focused on improving lead routing and offer onboarding, but there's a lot of work that's also going into Partner Center to continue to make the publishing experience, offer management experience, and sales process as simple and pleasant as possible. I want to pause here. I don't know if any questions have come in through the IM. My screen is, I'll go back and leave it here. I have it at full screen, so I don't know if there's any questions or if now's a good time to follow up in the community. But I'll pause here for anything that's top of mind or has bubbled up in questions.
Hey, Brian, this is Keisha. I'll jump in quickly here. I know there was one question that was posted on the Microsoft Partner Community that I'll just read off quickly here. It was from a partner named Freddie, who asked, how does AppSource link with the Team Store, and can you launch subscription apps within the Team Store?
Great, yes. The short answer is that Teams applications, Office add-ins, Dynamics add-ins, or solutions that plug into those products will be moving into Partner Center for publishing, and we do expect them to be discoverable and findable in AppSource. We'll share more details over the coming weeks as that experience is finalized. But the very short answer is that we are absolutely seeking to make it possible to monetize subscriptions to applications for Teams or Office or Dynamics, and that will follow later this calendar year.
Awesome, thank you. And I don't see any questions in the chat at this point, but I know we have a few folks on, a few partners, it looks like, who are on this call. So I just wanted to invite Diana or Soma, if you wanted to come off mute and ask any questions or have any follow-up feedback from Brian's presentation. This would be a great time to speak up.
Well, this is Diana here. Thank you so much, Brian, for this presentation. This is super helpful. I think I'm good for now. I'll let you know if I have any questions offline.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we can absolutely continue the conversation in the Microsoft Partner Community. It's microsoftpartnercommunity.com, actually quite easy to remember. So thank you all so much for your time. Thank you for listening. And I look forward to speaking to everyone soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Awesome.